What's up, guys? We are back for the final slate before the All-Star break. It is also Valentine's Day. After today, there'll be no NBA for a week, so going on a 1-week hiatus after today. 2 days left, today and tomorrow, to jump on that half-off baseball package if you want to. But other than that, let's get on to this 3-game slate. Please drop a like and subscribe before we get started. Even though it's only 3 games, there are some interesting teams on this slate. Some fast-paced matchups too, so it's not a bad slate. At point guard, I love Kemba Walker at 9,200. So he's been playing really well as of late. It is not a coincidence at all that as soon as Cody Zeller has returned, Kemba Walker has started putting up 50 and 60-point outings every time. Him and Cody Zeller play the pick and roll together a lot of the time, and that's something that Biyombo and Hernan Gomez just can't do. So when Cody Zeller broke his hand and missed 4 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever it was, it's not a coincidence that that was the worst 4 to 6 week span of Kemba Walker this year, because he just didn't have his pick and roll partner. He wasn't able to get easy assists like he was with Cody Zeller, and he was just struggling not only shooting but also with the assists and rebounds. But now that Cody Zeller's back, it's really helped him get easy assists too, and he's playing a lot of minutes too, 37, 39. I believe Tony Parker is still out, which has really solidified minutes for Kemba Walker. He's actually doubtful, so he should be out. So that's going to make Kemba Walker continue to play the 37, 39 minutes. So I love Kemba. On the other side, I like Fournier. He's only 5,500. A really solid price tag on him. He's playing a ton of minutes for the Magic. He's really not a super exciting player to roster, but he usually gets there because he has a decent floor, and his upside is around 40, 42, 45 if it gets hot shooting. He's been a decent passer and a rebounder this year, and he's just one of the top scoring options on the Magic. He's not super flashy, but at 5,500, we're looking at like 33 DraftKings points. He's done that in 2 straight games, and at home, I like the spot for him. Paul George is going to continue to be my favorite play on the slate. Told you guys that last game because all the guys are out, all the forwards. Paul George was going to have to play 40-plus minutes. Ended up playing 43 minutes in regulation. Well, guess what? Jeremy Grant's out. Schroeder's out as well. So they're missing a bunch of guys, especially they're very thin at the forward position. So Paul George is going to continue to play that many minutes. His price tag only went up $400. He's basically a lock for like 60 DraftKings points with the way he's been playing. And on FanDuel, he's like 12.5, so that's a different story. But on DraftKings at 10.7, definitely you want to pay up for Paul George than Russell Westbrook. Westbrook will get you a triple-double, but Paul George is really gonna put a big number on that salary, so big value return. I love Paul George, 10.7. Center, Mitchell Robinson, 4,100. So he does have that big 10x upside. He flashed it last game. I'm not expecting 40 DraftKings points, but he's been very steady ever since Cantor was released, and ever since Cornette hasn't been playing much. Playing like 22 to 28 minutes lately. He's been very solid, getting in the 20s and got in the 30s once, got 29 once, got 45. So he's been steady. He has a double-double threat. And against the Hawks, they struggle against every single matchup against centers. He should be able to have some success here. So I love Mitchell Robinson. Looking for guys in GPPs that can explode at their salary. He's definitely a guy that can explode because he's a great blocker and steal, and good in the steal category as well. Dennis Smith is the guy I love on the Knicks. Only plays the Hawks, a point guard against the Hawks at 6,500. Dennis Smith has been up and down a bit for the Knicks so far, but he has that upside. He put up 49 once, 39. 50. He definitely has that upside. The 50 game was when he was with the Mavericks, but still, he still has that upside. He does have the opportunity, now that he's a member of the Knicks, he has the opportunity of bringing the ball up instead of Doncic. He has assist upside. He has point upside. He's going to continue to chuck. He takes a ton of shots. It's just a matter of if they will go in, and against the worst defense in the league, I think that it's definitely worthwhile playing him. Price tag is still too cheap for him. Finally, I like Jonathan Isaac. Isaac has been a different player as of late, really racking up the blocks. That's really something I don't want to count on, especially for a guy that doesn't average He's only averaging 1.3 blocks per game this year, but whatever it is, he's really turned it on as of late. For the past like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, he has multiple double block games for almost all of his games. He has since January 27th, he only has one game where he did not get 2 blocks, and he's had at least 1 block in all those games. So he's really been just great. Nine games, he has 2 or more blocks in 8 of them. And he has 3 blocks in a couple, and he also has a 5-block game. So he really does have that upside, I guess. He's a decent rebounder, and he's been shooting the ball a lot better, and he's actually been making a lot of his shots too. So Jonathan Isaac, 5,800. You can definitely do worse than him. I think he has a good upside and good spot. So that's what I like. Still 4,100 left if you want to fill this out. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And good luck tonight. And see you guys all in a week.